So in this video, I am revealing the best way to make money online as a complete beginner and how complete beginners earn more than $100 to $700 a day with no experience. This side hustle I'm going to share with you helps a lot of people earn a lot, so stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Money Kings, where we provide new videos about how to make the most money from your phone or laptop in the comfort of your home. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you will never miss out on any of the tips or tricks we have to show you about all the awesome and legit ways to make money online. Now, all right guys, so what I'm about to tell you can literally save you years of your life and a bunch of money and a bunch of dumb decisions that you don't have to make because I already solved them. And this is actually a painful mistake because of the fact that when you zoom out, it was a lot more idiotic. I thought at that time that it was like the smartest thing. So let me actually just take you back in terms of money and time, right? So this is money and this is time. We'll go and start in 2015, right? All the way up to the present year. So this is the present. So we'll have a graph. Now, this is pretty interesting because when you see people in the moment right now, you don't know exactly what they will look like 10 years later, right? So back in the day, I wasn't really good at anything. I wasn't good at business. I wasn't good at marketing. I wasn't good at sales. I was just a college student studying to become a dentist. And the only thing I knew at that time was like biology, chemistry, math, and science, right? And literally while doing that, I was like, okay, I need to get money now. I can only think of short-term goals. I didn't think long-term. I didn't think in 10-year increments. I didn't think any of that. I was just thinking, how can I make money right now? And in 2015, I ended up starting one business without having this long-term vision. And that business, as you can see, went from zero to $5,000 in 30 days to 1.6 million that first year in sales with about like 30 profit margins. And you could see within that first year, I went from nothing to earning a lot of money. In 2015, it went from nothing to something huge. Now, let me tell you about another business. It's called Dollar Sprout. And Dollar Sprout, the craziest thing is in the past. In just 2 months, they pulled in about $675. Many of that is essentially profit. But you could see in 2015, when they started, guess what they made? They made a whopping $0. So if you go back onto our graph, what we could do, for example, with Dollar Sprout, we could see that the first year, they actually made nothing. So they were right here on the bottom part. Okay, so just like that, if you look at the present, it already looks like they're winning. Look at this. They have 1.6 million in sales with Dollar Sprout. They didn't even take any money. Heck, they didn't even make money until, 2016. So a year into it, and they made 29 cents only. But in the present, they're already blowing up. So here's what people fail to realize. What is easy now will be harder later on. What is harder now will be easier later on. Now, going back to my graph of my business in 2015, shortly after this business ended up crashing because I didn't have a long-term thinking and I didn't have a long-term business idea of how to actually make money from this. At that time, I actually took the money that I made and all the profits and I invested it in a bunch of dumb ideas to make money online. Then I started losing money. Eventually, all that money that I made, I ended up losing it. If you looked at this box, this time period right here, for a year, it seems like I'm the winner. But if you look at the grander scheme of things, who's actually the winner? Because as you can see right here, Dollar Sprout started growing and growing and growing, and they didn't actually go back down. They just kept on growing and growing from 0 to 17,000, 20,000, 30,000. All of this is mostly profit. They even reached 180,000 and 160,000. And before you know it, the business that initially sucked started going up and up and up, and they didn't even have a downhill battle. So what most people fail to realize when they start a business is that they look at the short-term play. They're like, oh look, in the span of time, in 1 year, I'm the winner. But in terms of making money, the real winners are the ones that make the most money over like 10-year increment. Because you gotta ask yourself, would you rather want to make the money just now and fail miserably in the future? Or do you want to make money consistently where you are able to provide for your family, you're able to pay for your bills? As years go by, the amount of money they make gets better and better and better. But the work gets less and less and less and less. And this is what people don't realize. The long-term compounding effects when you look at it from the 10-year plan. After seeing that, I completely changed my entire business model in terms of exactly what you know from that realization. When you have a startup business, it is essentially like creating content. Why? Because when you create content, it might not look like a lot in the beginning, but the more pieces of content that you create, they're like little pieces of real estate that now exist on the internet. And when you own real estate on the internet, you could either promote or sell your products. You can go ahead and rent that space out to advertisers. So go ahead and make money that way. And there are so many different other ways that you could go ahead and make money. Again, the reason why I failed is because I was thinking short term. I was just trying to make money now, but as you can see, it ended up making me lose money. Those people who are very patient are the ones that make the most money. And you can see that it even didn't take them that long. I mean, they just sacrificed a couple of years. Look at this, 2015 to 2016 to 2017. Okay, so 2 years in, and they're now pulling in 6 to 7 digits a month. Most of that is their profits. So for doing business in just 2 years or another year in, now they're making 20 grand a month. Another year or 4 years from now, they're making 100 grand a month. 4 years. That's the same amount of time that it takes normal people to go through a college education. You and other people are willing to sacrifice 4 years for a 60 grand a year job. But when it comes to making money online, most people don't want to just pick one thing and stick to it for 4 years and see how it could completely change your life. And this is what I'm doing right now while I'm pivoting all my make money online streams into this method. And the craziest thing is that I have been doing it consistently for a year and a half, and yet my income is starting to parabolic and skyrocket. And what's even more amazing is that the longer I do it, it requires less and less of my effort. That is why, in my opinion, content-based businesses based off of real estate that you can create on search engines like YouTube or Google are the ones that are the best ways to make money online for beginners. Not just for short term, but long term as well. And you can see why. Like on my blog, I'm literally going all in. Alright, that is it for today. Make sure you like this video if it gave you a new way to earn a little extra cash. Subscribe to Money Kings and we will keep you updated on the easiest way to earn money online from the comfort of your home on the side or for a little bit of fun money. Don't forget to click the notification bell as well so you can be the first to know. Thank you for watching and we will see you next time.